court. I hopped off the porch around the time.
It's week 11 of the 2022 season, and we've got Pat Surtain, who's had quarterbacks numbers all season, coming down with 7 picks. It's the Commanders and the Texans, just ahead on EA Sports.
Got a wonderful fall afternoon. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. As the Texans offense runs out, we get a peek at the man under center. Second-year quarterback Davis Mills out of Stanford.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The end result, 21 yards. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And some good running out of the gates as he takes us up to the 33. Just what you need. First down run, call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Pierce will try to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Mills to the sideline, and out now is Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal try. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
They tried a 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. 21 carries, 77 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try to find good matchups. And they had one, they were just unable to complete the pass.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Back to Robinson now on first down. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
That one good for 10 yards, and it'll be second and very short.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
This will be caught at about the 6. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. Here's Hal to throw on second down. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Well, your wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Howell, third and goal. And that is incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it fourth down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Sly able to put this one through, and it's 3-0 Washington. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Throwing again on second and 10. Mills to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, here's Mills. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Joey Sly on for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And Smith chooses not to return, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Houston set to take over. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it first and 10. After the pick six a moment ago, here's Mills again. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Mills to throw it. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing, Mills. Buying time to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Set to go again. Here's Brian Robinson in the Commander offense. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season. But some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Well, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year, not to take anything away from him. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 31 yards there and a 1st down. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. No sweat from Montez Sweat that time as he makes that stop look easy. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Taking it about the 16. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route-running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Washington. 59 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Commanders continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
To throw again on second down. Mills. That's complete to the tight end, Akins. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. The offense on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Mills. Looking deep for Hilton. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A huge play there for Houston. 43 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Mills to the air again. Working the middle, and he's got it complete to Akins, the tight end. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go now.
Throwing again on second down. Mills looking left sideline, incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Facing this big first half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice...
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Deron Payne. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Mills forced out to his left. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Down some of the scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, give him a chance to try and throw something down.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The Commanders back out late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Now Howell. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
One last shot before the break. Howell
trucks over him. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
So we have come upon halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here is Washington now to take over. They were victorious a week ago over Philadelphia. They lead here as well as they start out 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 58 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Okay, let's do our version of name dropping here. Let's show off a little knowledge, right? The A-gap, the gap between the center and the guard on either side, right? Both sides. Control that, you're going to control an inside running game.
And he had to feel satisfied because he hit that gap, broke the contact. He loves that.
That's the best part, right? That's what he's going to ask the coach to run back on film.
Let me see that one more time.
Show that again, coach. Look how my legs kept turning. I just kept moving, and he did to the tune of a big game.
First down, Howell to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
From the gun, here's Mills.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage.
Mills hit, and he loses the ball. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on the scoop and score. Now Joey Slye for the point after.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And now out comes Houston.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now this throw caught left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
But not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
Titus Howard, right tackle, demand flag for that one.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Mills now.
He's got it to Hilton.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Looking to throw is Mills.
And that's complete to Cooks. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Mills. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. A 5-yard touchdown catch.
And the Texans get a bit closer.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone.
This is taken just shy of the 10. The Commanders' offense set to take over as this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
We'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, Howell.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there of 22.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. So both teams trade touchdowns in the back now in Houston. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On second and goal, Powell. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that was
he's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Albert O. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
And here comes the Texans now.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Let's go.
1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans.
At their own 25-yard line.
A first down throw for Mills.
And his throw is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Mills.
He's got Akins, the tight end.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
To throw, Mills. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And they'll throw again. Here's Mills.
Over the middle, complete.
That's McKenzie. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
First down, Mills.
And a little floater there is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Now Mills.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Mills to throw it.
This is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
From the 30 on second down, Powell slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Powell down to throw it. Completes it to Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
It's Howell with another throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Washington on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. On third down, Robinson runs open, and he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders up the lead to 4 scores now here this fourth quarter. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Texans 17.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And we move to spotlighting Brandon Cooks. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. To throw again on second down. Mills going up top. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. And this offense on third down today, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. On the move past the 40. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown! O.J. Howard. 66 yards. And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
Throwing here, Howell. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders.
4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. And the Texans set to come on the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Throwing, Mills. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Here's Mills. Throws the out route, and he finds Hilton. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mills on 1st down.
And he'll find Akins there, complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Mills now looks to throw on 1st down.
Working the middle, and he's got it complete to Akins, the tight end.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Mills to the air again.
He's letting it fly for Cooks.
And, oh, that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. 3rd and short yardage, Mills.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Akins. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Mills.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
2nd down and goal. Mills. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone.
And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella. They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably